right, another version of Discamus Linguam Latinam Domi. And we're going to make this one a quick one. Okay, so buckle in. First off, a little retrieval. Who remembers how to form the perfect active infinitive? And we're going to use the perfect active infinitive of the following words. Alright, so try and form the perfect active infinitive of these words. Pause the video now to try and do this on your own. Alright, one quick hint to check if you did the right thing or if you were just totally stumped. Think about what principal part do we always go to for the perfect active, whether it be indicative, whether it be subjunctive, whether it be infinitive. Think about that. Pause the video again if you want to correct anything. And moving forward. All right, yes, the key is the third principal part is always what we use for the perfect active, and for the perfect active infinitive, we added isse. So regere would become rexisse, to have ruled. Amare, ama wisse, to have loved. Invenire, invenisse. Third principal part of invenire is inveni. We add a macron over that e, and we add an isse, okay? Invenisse, to have found. Moving forward. All right, so the pluperfect active subjunctive is actually just that perfect active form plus our standard active endings, mst, mustis, ent. All right, so using that formula, let's fill in this box below, this conjugation box, with the verb youngo. Okay, so we're filling it in for the verb youngo. And pause the video. Here are the answers. All right, young sissem, young sisses, young sisset, young sissimus, young sissetis, young sisse. And all of these, the first U in all these words should have a macron over it. Okay, but do we get the gist? It's pretty straightforward. We're just going to add these endings. The translation, as always with the subjunctive, will depend on the usage. More often than not, we will be able to, in English, just translate these pluperfect active subjunctives as we do in the indicative. So young sissem would be I had joined. Young sisses would be your turn. You had joined. Young sisset would be he had joined. Forward and onwards. Okay? All right. Moving forward, I wanted to give you some practice with a variety of verbs. What you're going to do is you're going to take these indicative verbs and put them into the correct subjunctive version. All right, so pay attention to what the tense of the indicative is, and then put it into the same tense, but this time in the subjunctive. So why don't you pause the video now, because I'm going to go over the answers. All right, here are the answers. Yes, perdideram comes from the third principal part of perdo perdere, to lose. So you get perdidissem. Didicerant comes from the third principal part of disco discere. Erant is the pluperfect ending, so to make it pluperfect subjunctive, it's not dedicerant, I didn't change it. It's dedicissent. Over here we have scripseras becomes scripsisses. Perdebat becomes, because scripsa is the principal part plus eras. Perdebat becomes perderet. We go to the second principal part, add an ending, because this is imperfect indicative. We're going to make it imperfect subjunctive. Scribit is a tricky one, because note that the second principal part of scribo is scribere. So actually so it's third conjugation. And so that scribit is not actually future, although we think bobis bit and it looks like future. It's actually just scrib plus it, which is the present third conjugation val. Eyes, so we just need to make it present subjunctive. We fear a liar, so it's scribat in the present subjunctive, and then when we finished with youngebamus becomes youngerimus. Youngebamus is imperfect, youngerimus is imperfect subjunctive. Infinitives plus endings. All right, now quickly we're just going to finish with some optatives, wishes for the present, future, and past. Looking at these different sentences, try and determine whether they're talking about a wish for the past, a wish for a present, or a wish for the future, and translate them. We did talk about this in class, so see if you can remember how to translate it. And pause the video. All right, so the key here is to check the tense of the verb. That's going to tell us whether it's a wish for the present, future, and past. The tense of this subjunctive is pluperfect. And as I mentioned before, typically when we see a pluperfect subjunctive, we can translate it like we do in the indicative, and that's certainly the case for the optative usage. So I could just say here, if only he had not, right, negative utanamne, had not lost the money. If only he had not lost the money. It's a wish for the past. He lost it, so there's nothing we can do about it now. But there's a wish for, oh, if only that had not happened. All right, now, number 2, frequently heard thing in the hallways of the Loomis Chaffee School. And, it's a shame that all those people, missed their opportunity. But utinam linguam latinam discerum. If only I was learning the Latin language. And that's a wish for the present, right? That's something that theoretically maybe you could change. But it's something that is currently not true in this moment. If only I was learning the Latin language, which at the moment I'm not, right? For that person who would have said this. And again, you notice we can translate that imperfect subjunctive the same way we would translate it if it was indicative. I was learning. And that's the case for the optative usage. Finally, last but not least, we have utinam nostram salutem habeamus. Hopefully we looked at that and said, hey, we fear, so that is an EA for the present subjunctive. So that's actually going to be a wish for the future. And this is the one that we can't actually just translate in the present tense as though it was present tense indicative. We have to realize that it's very hypothetical because we're talking about the future. So it's going to be if only we might have our health. If only we may have our health. If only we would have our health in the future, then we'll be good, right? Can't beat having your health. All right, so on that positive note, we will wrap things up, and I'll see you in class next time. Have a great rest of your day.